This video is about good fish handling and hygiene during processing. It has been made to help you make the most of the fish you buy and process and help you to provide your buyers with good quality, safe products. How you process, pack and store fish will affect not only the price you receive, but also the benefits the fish will give to traders and consumers. If you don't process the fish well, then you get a low price and the end products can become dangerous for the consumer to eat. Before watching this training video, you should first watch the Introduction to Fish Handling and Good Practice video, which tells you why fish goes bad and gives you basic ideas on good practice. You will learn about good processing practices as well as how to pack and store fish well. You will learn how to improve your processing methods. You will sometimes see this red cross, which tells you that what you are seeing is not good. You will sometimes see this green tick, which tells you that you are seeing something which is a good practice and which you should try and do. As you go through this video, your trainer will stop so you can share what you have learned. So, let us look at some of the things you should be doing when you process fish to maintain the quality and safety of your products and prevent losses. Lesson 1. Good processing practice. One of the most important things to know about processing is that if you buy and process good quality fish, you will get high quality end products. So remember, good quality in, good quality out. After buying your fish and before processing it in any way, it is good to wash it in clean water to remove any dirt and bacteria. If the fish are large, then some form of preparation might be required, such as filleting or splitting. This kind of preparation is good because if it is done well, then it removes the guts, which contain some bacteria and enzymes. Preparation like this also makes processing quicker and more effective. But remember to also wash the fish using clean water after preparation. It is good to know why certain processing methods work. Bacteria need water to survive. If you dry fish, then you remove water and stop bacteria working. Also, salt takes water away. High temperatures like those used in smoking and frying also kill bacteria. Freezing is another good method too, as it produces a low temperature that bacteria also don't like. Another basic rule is to handle your fish carefully. Don't drop or throw them and keep them away from dirty surfaces, and never put them on the ground where they will just pick up dirt and bacteria. Don't delay processing your fish. As soon as you have your fish, then start preparing and processing it. The more you delay, the more time bacteria and enzymes have to make your fish go bad. Keep your processing area secure from animals and unwanted visitors that can contaminate your fish and products. A good source of clean water is important for washing and cleaning. Good drainage and proper toilets are important for stopping food poisoning, bacteria, and for producing safe products. Remember that vegetation will provide shelter for flies, and flies carry bacteria. So, keep any grass, bushes and trees to a minimum. As well as having good facilities, you must also keep them clean. Regular cleaning is important. After every processing session, carry out cleaning of the site and facilities. Use clean water, soap or detergent, and disinfectant in the areas where bacteria can build up, like toilets. Use good quality and easily cleaned equipment and keep it clean. After every processing session, clean all the equipment that has come into contact with fish. A good procedure is to wash with clean water, soap, rinse, disinfect, and then rinse again. As well as processing facilities and equipment, you must also keep yourself and your workers clean. Poor personal hygiene and bad habits can put dangerous bacteria onto your fish, which can make the consumer very sick. So, always wash your hands before handling fish, after going to the toilet, and after finishing work. Wear clean clothes, cover any wounds, and don't spit, smoke, wear jewelry, or eat food when you are processing. The waste from processing operations contains high levels of bacteria. It can also attract flies and rats. It is important to store it somewhere safe, such as in a plastic bin with a lid, and dispose of it after every processing session, in a safe and proper way that will not cause any environmental harm. We must also talk about the use of chemicals in processing. Never use agricultural pesticides or insecticides on fish and fish products. These are very dangerous not only for the consumer but also for processors. If you ever use any chemicals or additives, make sure they are food safe and approved by your Food Standards Board or authority. Okay, so let's take a few minutes to discuss what you have learned. Can you tell us what are the good practices we should use and why? Lesson 2: Packing and Storage. Packaging protects processed products from physical damage, insects and contamination, and helps maintain quality as well as make transportation easier. Packaging can also be used for marketing purposes, as you can include a label and product information. The important thing about packaging is that it must be clean and fit for use with foodstuffs. Again, handle your products with care when packing and avoid overpacking. Your products from 50 grams to 5 kilograms can be packed into plastic bags and labeled. These products are ideal for supermarkets and retail shops. National legislation on labeling usually requires the name of the product, a list of ingredients, the weight, the name and address of the producer, the country where it was made, an identification code, expiry dates, as well as storage and preparation instructions. Although there are some extra costs involved in producing them, the good thing about value-added products is that you can sell them for a high price and get a better profit. Good quality processed products, packed and handled well, can be stored for several months in the right conditions. The storage place must be clean, have a good airflow, be cool, and protected from rain, insects, rats and other animals. Processed products must not become damp or wet, as this encourages mold growth and bacteria. Pallets can be used to keep products off the ground. And remember to always sell the fish that have been in the store the longest first. Okay, so let's take a few minutes to discuss what you have learned. Can you tell us what do we mean by good and bad packing and storage? Lesson 3: Improved processing. We will now learn how to improve the quality and safety of different processed fish products, helping you to get a better price and regular market for your products. Remember that all the good practices we have already mentioned must also be used at all times. When fish are smoked, they are heat processed, which kills bacteria, and dried so that any bacteria which get back onto the product will find it hard to survive. One of the best ways to improve the quality and safety of smoked products, as well as to reduce the amount of fuel wood used, is to use what we call an improved kiln. Although they cost more to build, they save money in the long term and you produce better quality products that sell quickly and for a higher price. Using the right fuel for smoking is important. They should be free from any chemicals like paint and varnish. You also need to try and reduce the amount of chemicals like PAHs from the smoke that are on your final products. These chemicals are harmful to consumers and to processors. They are linked with causing cancer. To avoid putting these chemicals on your fish, use wood and fuel which does not give a high PAH content. For example, don't use conifer and pine woods. Don't use very dry wood as this can burn quickly and produce high levels of PAH. Do not use wood treated with chemicals or use waste products like tires or waste oil or other waste products. Filter the smoke before it reaches the fish if you can. Increase the distance between the fire and the fish. Avoid very high temperatures when producing smoke since dark brown or black processed fish have a high PAH content. Regularly clean the smoking equipment, for example, metal racks. Avoid fats dripping into the fire causing more smoke, and keep the time for smoking as short as possible. If you have land, then you can think about planting trees to be used as fuel sometime in the future. If you are nearby a carpenter's shop, then see if you can use the waste wood for fuel. Frying is another form of heat processing. Water is also removed from the fish, drying it a little. To produce good quality products, it is important to use good quality, clean cooking oil. So, regularly change your oil. And always protect your products from dirt and flies to protect your consumer from illness. Drying is an excellent processing method when done properly. One of the best ways of improving the quality of your dried products is to use good drying racks. Using racks helps stop contamination with sand and dirt. Your fish can dry quickly and handling the fish is easier. An important thing is to use materials which are long-lasting, will not corrode, and are easy to clean. Another tip for drying is to turn the fish regularly, say every 2 hours, until it is properly dried. Adding salt helps preserve your fish and stop bacteria. Always use good quality clean salt. Never reuse salt. If you are putting your fish into a salt water mixture, always use clean water. Drying racks are also important for producing good quality salted products. Adding salt to lake sardines is a way of preserving their silver color and producing a better quality product. Freezing is a good processing method, although you will need a reliable electricity supply. For small quantities of fish, a domestic chest freezer is okay. Frozen products are as good to eat as fresh fish if they are processed properly. Here are some good practice tips to help you produce good quality products and save on electricity costs. Use chilled or iced fish for freezing. These are already cool and will freeze quicker, and you will use less electricity. Do not overload your chest freezer with fish, as this will mean freezing will be slow and you might get quality losses and physical damage of products. It can be good to use one chest freezer for freezing and another for storage, so that fresh fish to be frozen are not mixed with already frozen fish, which can cause them to thaw out. Always use a freezer for freezing fish and not a commercial cold store. Cold stores are used to keep already frozen products at the right temperature of -18 degrees centigrade or less. They are not designed to be used as freezers. After you have frozen your fish, they can be glazed to protect them from drying out during storage. To do this, the frozen fish are dipped in clean, chilled water. This forms a layer of protective ice around the product. Frozen fish can also be packaged and labeled. This can add value to the product. During transportation and selling, the temperature of frozen products should be kept at -18 degrees centigrade or less. Okay, so let's take a few minutes to discuss what you have learned. Can you tell us how we can improve different processing methods? What have we learned? As you have seen, this video is about good fish handling and hygiene during processing. It has given you ideas on how to process, pack and store fish well, and how to help you get a better price for your products. We have learned about good processing practices such as the importance of buying and processing good quality fish, the importance of washing and cleaning, having good facilities, avoiding delays, disposing of waste properly, and if we have to, only use safe chemicals. We learned about the importance of good packaging, using labels, and good storage. We also looked at different techniques to improve our processing methods, such as improved smoking kilns, drying racks, and proper freezing. Try to use processing good practices and make a change to what you do to improve your business and life.